Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Waihiga. I'm so grateful to have you guys back on my channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you all for joining the Higgs family. I am so grateful to all you guys that watched my interview on the Lynn Googie channel. And thank you guys for now coming on to my channel here, the Mental Wellness channel. And I've just been taking time to read all your comments, all your emails, all your DMs on Instagram, everything that you guys have been sending me, and everything has been so positive. And I realized that you guys just want to know more about alcoholism and what it's about. And a lot of you have family members that are struggling with this disease and just want to know how can I help this person that is in my family. And also a lot of you are also dealing with depression or are dealing with family members who have depression and stuff like that. So I just wanted to talk about those issues, and I also wanted to just talk about where I am in my life right now. It's not a good place. Yeah, it's not a excellent place, but we'll get to that. So let me just reiterate. So my name is Waihiga. I am an alcoholic. And when I say that I am an alcoholic, I mean that I am a person who is allergic to alcohol. So I can't consume alcohol in the way that a normal person can consume alcohol. Because when I take alcohol, bad things happen. Okay? Alcohol takes over me mentally, physically, emotionally, physiologically. It messes me up on all entities. And it's like I replace alcohol and it becomes my God. It becomes something, it takes the place of God in my life. And I saw a comment talking about how I should probably take responsibility for myself in regards of my actions and not blaming alcohol. And I get that. But at the same time, it doesn't negate the fact that alcoholism and the disease that I have is a disease. And if someone has diabetes, so if someone has cancer, or if someone has a disease that you can see and is medically proven to be a disease, a lot of people are very sympathetic and empathetic to that person. And because it's beyond their control, However, alcoholism is not treated the same way because a lot of people often look at it like this is a behavioral problem. This is an issue that you've decided to go and make out for yourself. Like, you decided to go drink. This is not something that you were born with or whatever the excuse may be. But I believe that alcoholism is a disease, and it's a progressive disease. It's a fatal disease, and it kills people. And so putting stigmatizations on it, making it way worse, and just putting it in the dark in a corner and saying, the people that have this disease, it's a choice that they made, and so they should just suffer the consequences and live with it. I don't think is the right way to approach alcoholism. It is a disease. It's fatal and it's progressive. And if we were just to give an alcoholic the same empathy that we give someone with diabetes or cancer, that compassion and empathy as they are going through their disease, I think we'd be further along in talking about alcoholism more openly, talking about it as a disease, and talking about its solutions more openly. And so that's where I'm at with that. I also understand that families go through hell and back, with the alcoholic, because behaviorally, yes, that's the symptom of alcoholism. It is bad on all fronts. It's bad for the alcoholic. It's bad for the people that love the alcoholic. It looks really, really bad. And we put our loved ones through hell on earth every single day, because we're really sick people. And until we get help, we're really sick people. When an alcoholic is in active addiction, like if I'm in active addiction, when I was in active addiction, I was hell on earth. And let me not lie to you and say that when I got sober, I was still like, I became this pleasant person overnight. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm still a very sick person, trust me. I am very sick. Yeah, and that can really mess up, with the loved ones, with my loved ones. It can really mess up those family ties and everything, because we're really sick people. But until we get the spiritual help that we need to get out of the alcoholic mindset, you're just fighting this illness daily. And I'm daily fighting this illness. It's recovery one day at a time. So it's gonna be hard for everyone involved. It really is. It's gonna be hard for everyone involved, and that's why it's sometimes it's good to just objectify alcoholism. Like, this is what it is in a box. This is not Waihiga per se. This is the alcoholism acting up, if that makes sense. Apart from that, so I've gotten also messages about depression. Depression is, my gosh. Depression is something else altogether. This year I experienced the worst of my depression. I have bipolar type 2 depression, okay? And basically bipolar type 2, and I've talked about this in one of my previous videos, but bipolar type 2 is basically you have hypertension, so you have hypermania for a few days, where you can be restless, you can be irritable, mine comes with insomnia, or I'm very animated, very energetic, I won't get much sleep, I do a lot of thinking, a lot of overthinking, I have all these brilliant, grandiose ideas, but I'm not able to bring them to fruition. And it's like I'm getting ready to fly or something, and then I crash. So I'm like this for like 4 or 5 days straight, where I'm just boom boom boom, buzzing, full of energy, and then I crash and I go into a deep depression. And that depression for me this year has lasted from January all the way until September. September is when I started getting out of it, which has been exceptionally hard, because March was like between February to March was like the worst of it. I really went through it. I went into a very bad place, and now that's when even the suicidal thoughts crept in, and because the psychological pain is so bad, it's so painful. I don't know how else to describe it. You're just thinking about the most negative things all the time, and you really can't control your mind. There's no mind over matter in this case. There's no I can think positive things. There's nothing like that. It's just you wake up and your mind just starts looping, playing on loop. Just all this negativity. Like, the world would be so much better without you in it. What am I doing here? What is all the sobriety for? what's the point of me living if this is how it's going to be? I mean, all sorts of maddening thoughts. And then eventually you just get tired and you're like, you know what, I'm in so much pain, so much psychological pain, that it translates to emotional pain, and a lot of times it translates for me into physical pain, that I'm just like, man, I'm tired of this. And the worst part is I can't drink over it. So I'd rather just die. And that has led me to attempt to take my life in sobriety, which was also very scary. Very scary. But they always say it's always darkest before the dawn. And that has always come to be true for me. And in those dark days, I've always just reached out again to God and just said, like, please take it from me. I'm so tired of feeling so much pain all the time. Like, when is the suffering going to end? When is the pain going to end? I'm so tired. I'm so tired of feeling this way. And outside, people look at me and they're like, but you should be happy. You have it all. Your family love you. You have a supporting family and a caring, loving family. And you're educated and you're sober now and you're young and you have everything. You have everything. And it's like, I know. I know. But it's internal. It's the internal wiring. You're not understanding. It's like the checks and balances inside my brain are just not working. They're just not working. And the uprise and the whatever chemicals are not working lead me into such depressions, and it's a bad place to be. Man, it's a bad place to be. But I will say what has helped me, one, not drinking. That one has definitely helped. Two, working. Working and preoccupying my mind with work, things that are just not having to do with recovery or having to do with my life, are just other things that has definitely helped me get through those times. It's like scheduling things. Routine definitely helps. Routine definitely helps. Like, I know I have to shower at 6. I know I have to wake up at 5:30. I know I have to shower at 6 a.m. I know I have to be in a meeting, an AA meeting at 7 a.m. Like that. So routine definitely helps. And working. Now, for my life update and where I am in life. So I've been doing this thing where I've been fantasizing about the future. And I've been living in the future. And why this is problematic for me, especially as an addict, is because it makes me not grateful. But let me not talk from a sense of the moral high ground. Let me talk from exactly what I'm feeling. I am on Instagram and on YouTube and whatever, and I'm watching all these people that I follow seeing their dreams happen, or whoever it may be, and I'm like, damn it, when is it my turn? And I feel like time is really running out. I don't know why I've been feeling that of late, but I feel like time is running out. Time is running out. This week, the highlight of the week was I'm going to move to Stockholm. I'm just going to move to Stockholm because in Stockholm, things are so much better in Sweden, right? In Stockholm, things are so much better and life is so much better and the standard of living is so much better. And Stockholm is where Waihiga needs to be for her life to take off. Why this is problematic is because I have done it before. Another reason this is problematic is because I'm taking myself with me and my problems and my brain to Stockholm. thinking that when I arrive in Stockholm, life will automatically work. And that that is not how life works. So I'm really letting you into how my mind works. And this is the mind of an addict, right? I believe somehow that all my problems are here right now with me in Kenya. And if I just move across the globe to Stockholm, Sweden, my life will change 180 degrees, and all the problems I'm experiencing now will no longer be. And I'll just be fine, you know. Healthcare will be sorted. I don't have to keep paying for these medications that I'm taking daily, which costs like 4,000 to 5,000 shillings a week that I have to take. I have to take so that my mind is, you know, my chemicals are leveled for my bipolar. You know, I wouldn't have to deal with that anymore. But we're paying out of pocket because insurance doesn't cover bipolar medication. That is a story for another day. So, yeah, healthcare, you know, that would be taken care of. Education. If I want to have children in the future, education is free there. Well, for certain people. But you know what I mean. Well, yeah, the quality of life is just good there, you know. Working hours are nice, and the society is just much happier. You know, it's not dog world every single day, crazy Nairobi. But at the same time, I know myself, and I've done this before. I left South Africa coming to Kenya thinking that when I get home, everything will be perfect. I'll be all right. And, you know, I'll be able to go for my career. I'll be able to do school simultaneously, and everything will be perfect. And that is not what happened. In fact, things went the other way. They went left. So for me to think that Stockholm will solve my problems, and I'm sure Stockholm is amazing. You know, shout out to Sweden if you guys are watching. Is just another way for me to deflect on my problems. You know, it's just another way for me to look for a solution, a grandiose solution to my problems. And my problem right now is having to face my present and be okay with my present situation. And as an alcoholic and as an addict, I am almost never okay in the present moment, ever. I am never comfortable, never content with the present moment. And I've always been like that. I'm always trying to escape the future or escape the past. I'm fantasizing about the future, romanticizing the future, or escaping the past. So I'm never really enjoying the present moment. I'm never, ever, ever enjoying the present moment. I'm always regretting the present moment. And there's something about embracing the present moment that really scares me. It really scares me. So, what can I be grateful for? I can be grateful that I'm sober today. I can be grateful that I have you guys, and that you value what I'm saying, you know, that I rumble and talk about these things, and yet you lot are here and appreciate what I'm saying. I can appreciate that. I'm grateful for that. I have a roof over my head. You know, I have electricity. I have this phone that I'm recording on. I have a wonderful support system, wonderful parents and a sister, wonderful friends and people in recovery. And that has to be enough. You know, that has to be enough. At some point, I have to realize that it has to be enough. Yes, I'm not where I want to be when I thought I was. When I was 14 or 15, I had this set rule book that by 27, I'll have my Oscar, I'll be married, I'll have 3 kids, I'll definitely be taking care of my parents by now. I'll definitely, be living in God knows which country, earning what amount of money. And basically life took its own turn. Life took its own turn, and there's this lovely YouTuber I like watching. Her name is Breeny Lee. Well, she's from the UK. She's really great. And her previous video, I was just watching it, was about how we set these standards and these rules for our lives, and how by this age I should have accomplished A, B, C, D. And then you reach that age or further and you realize, wow. Oh. None of those things have happened. None of them. None of them have happened. And yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. None of them have happened. But I also need to get to a place where I'm content, because I've been playing this game for a very long time. I'm never happy, never satisfied. And if I am, it is for an hour maximum. I remember the day I got my degree, I think I was on a high for like that day alone. Then I was like, what's next? I'm bored already. What's next? And that took me 9 years to get that degree. So yeah. I'll definitely be posting more. Definitely be talking more. This is a bit cathartic as well. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please share this widely. Please invite your friends and family to watch and subscribe. And yeah, let me know if you want me to talk about certain things in particular, if you want me to address certain topics in particular, and I will do so. But yeah, thank you for watching me. Thank you for subscribing to the Mental Wellness channel. Peace, love, and happiness.